I don't think it's not an English, American English. No. Knack, okay, here. But a knack, you have the knack for something, but it's not knackered. A knack, to have the knack for something, to have the knack for something is to be able to do something. I have a knack for sewing or something like that. I'm very good at sewing. He has a knack for sewing. Just has the ability to do the sewing. But knackered, I don't know. I've never heard that. Knackered. The knack, yes. But knackered, exhausted, extremely tired. I am exhausted.
Beyond tired.
Beyond tired.
Right. In my dictionary, this word means.
You should say what it means.
Exhausted.
Tired. Well, if you found it, she's looked it up, and apparently knackered means tired as well. But it's not in America. Maybe it's a British English word. I'm not sure. But if you knackered, I have the knack for doing something. I'm able to do these things. I'm able to fix TVs. I'm able to, repair furniture or something like that. I just have a knack for it. I'm able to do it so well. Have a knack. But to be knackered, E-R-E-D, to be knackered, I've never heard of it in all my time in England. I mean in America. But maybe it's an English term for knackered, a British English term. To have the knack, yes, but not knackered. But I could see where it could be, oh, I'm knackered, I'm tired, or something like that. But yeah, these words will come up from time to time, and just have to try to pick them up as best you can. I just happened to look through the Bangkok Post the other day, and this is why I recommend it as something to look at, look over, maybe have a dictionary or a screen handy where you can look up the word. But like new airport under scrutiny for Bangkok, they're thinking about a new airport. And the headline in the Bangkok Post yesterday, new airport under scrutiny. What is scrutiny? Under scrutiny. There's a new airport and it's under scrutiny. Under scrutiny. New airport under scrutiny. Scrutiny means to examine closely, to look at everything they are planning to do about the new airport, the size, the distance from the city, the land involved. Will people be affected by the building of an airport at this place? Many, 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 many things have to be considered in the building of a big airport. It's not like you're building a little shop off on a side street. No, you're taking over a huge area. So it has to be examined closely. New airport under scrutiny, checking everything. people that live where they want to build the airport. And what are they going to do with the people there? How are they going to move them away? Etc., etc., etc. So the fact that the two airports that they have right now in Bangkok are overcrowded. They are at maximum capacity and beyond. They can't take any more planes. The passengers are all standing in line at the security or the check-in or whatever. They're just packed. Don Muang and Sukhumvit airports are just packed. So they have to build a new one. And now it's under scrutiny as to what should be done, what effect it will have on the people in the area and the whole environment. Under scrutiny. Being examined closely.
Where is the new location?
I'm not sure. Let me see. It's
We didn't know.
along with a significant growth in the tourism industry over the past 5 years, has been growth in air traffic, which has exceeded the capacity of the current infrastructure. Current infrastructure. Overcrowded terminals, long lines. I'm not sure. They don't say a new air. Oh, Nakhon Pathom. A new airport in Nakhon Pathom, an adjacent province to Bangkok in the west. Nakhon, N-A-K-H-O-N, Pathom. Pathom. That's where the location, suggested location. But it could change because everything is under scrutiny, and if they find out, oh, it's not going to work, we'll have to find another place.
Nearly Bangkok, teacher. It's nearly Bangkok.
Near Bangkok?
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure that if they're going to build an airport, another airport for Bangkok, it's got to be near Bangkok. It can't be in Chiang Mai or Pattaya. It's got to be here, somewhere close. Where will they have to run a train out to it and back to the city? Stuff like that. It's going to cost a lot of money. Under scrutiny, examine closely. Another headline, we'll just do one or two of these. Attacks expose flaws in Saudi military. Attacks expose flaws in Saudi military. What is a flaw? Expose flaws in Saudi military. What they're talking about is the attack, the drone attack in Saudi Arabia that blew up the oil refineries there and caused all kinds of damage. But they say that attacks have exposed flaws in Saudi military. What is a flaw? F-L-A-W, a flaw. A flaw or flaws. Flaw. Something wrong. Something is not right. A flaw in the system. So they say that because of when they made the attacks, it showed that the Saudi military had problems in responding in some way. They weren't able to stop the drones coming over. They weren't able to shoot them down, or something happened to show a flaw in the system. The military system, in this case. There could be many things that have flaws. In this case, they're talking about a military system that has problems, certain weak points, a flaw in the system. You have a motor that's running smoothly, and then all of a sudden, after a couple days, something is wrong. There's a flaw in the system. Find out what the problem, why is it going oop, ba-boom, oop, ba-boom, instead of that type of thing. A flaw, something wrong. Weak points. Saudi Arabia's military was exposed and it displayed weak points. It's strong, 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 and all of a sudden weak. Strong, 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 weak. Weak points all through the system. Arab states' failure to defend its own assets gives U.S. pause about sending help. Failure, a flaw, something went wrong in the system, has to be fixed. There's a flaw in the system. So you have scrutiny, flaw, and one more. Australia grapples with China challenge. Grapples with China challenge. What does it mean to grapple? Australia grapples with China challenge. Grapple. Now see these words, they're big in headlines. They're put at the top. For some reason, Australia is being challenged in a certain way by China. In some way, challenged by China. Put to the test by China. To grapple with something means to struggle with something. You know, why are those two people grappling? Oh, they're fighting over something, or some money, or something that he owes them, or fighting, struggling. So basically, Australia struggles with China challenge. It's kind of in a little fight. We got to stop this, grapple. What this means, of course, is that Australia, over the last 20 years, let's say, Chinese population, or population of Chinese moving into Australia, up, up, up. And that picture of the lady, she's the first Chinese person to be a member of the Australian Parliament. The first Chinese person. She's a woman, but she's also the first person. And so migrants were for years viewed as cash cows. A cash cow. But that's changing. What is a cash cow?
Control.
Well, I think you know cash. Cash? What is cash? Cash.
Pay cash.
Pay cash.
Yes.
Money.
Cash.
Baht. May I have some cash? 150 baht, please. May I have some cash? I need some cash to pay the taxi. Cash. I don't need a check, and I don't need a credit card. I need 80 baht to pay the taxi. May I have some cash?
Cash order.
Cash. Cash. Pay by cash or check. No, no checks, just cash. A cash cow. A cow is an animal. Moo, moo, moo. And a cash cow, it says here, migrants, people migrating to Australia from someplace, in this case China, were for years viewed as cash cows. In other words, coming over from China, you must have had money. How did you get to leave China and come to Australia if you don't have money. So for years, a cash cow is a term for somebody that is just all money, loaded, just very, very, very wealthy. That in effect, they're just handing out cash to everybody. They were viewed as cash cows, very rich people, therefore able to spend money on property, on housing, on all kinds of luxuries and everything. Cash cows. But they said that's changing because the new immigrants coming in from China do not have that much money. So that's all changing. Cash cow. Grapple, struggle, grapples with China challenge, struggles with the China challenge. Flaws, grapples, scrutiny. These are words that come up from time to time. Flaws, very common. Grapples, they're grappling, struggling. Scrutiny, examining very closely. All about the airport, where is it, what's going to be needed to do. 100 things, different things have to be discussed and examined. It is under government scrutiny. Okay, any questions about those words?
Cash cow, a lot of money.
Right.
Very rich.
Looking at a person who's come in as a migrant in this case, as a cash cow. Somebody that's money. I'll buy that condo, and I'll buy that condo too, and I'll need this car. In fact, I'll need 3 cars. Just boom, 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 boom. Cash cows. It's an expression. He's a real cash cow. Money, 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 money. Any questions about these things? That's why I encourage, if you get a chance, to look at a newspaper, English newspaper, and can look up the words. If you find that you don't understand them, as attacks expose flaws, expose what? Expose flaws in Saudi military. What is a flaw? A weakness. Something wrong. Okay, we'll finish up these and then start. Cash cow. Strictly money.
Cash cow is called the person or the group of people who try to buy something.
A cash cow would be a reference to a person normally.
Person.
Yeah, one person. He's a cash cow, or she's a cash cow. In other words, an extremely wealthy person that is, in this case, is a migrant coming in from another country, China probably. And they were viewed for years in Australia as cash cows. They must have money. How'd they get here? And why are they here? And they were very wealthy people. And money was no problem. Whatever they wanted, they just said, buy it, buy it, buy it. Cash cows. Just an expression for a very wealthy person spending money everywhere. Okay, we'll pick up from here. I'll write up this couple sentences we'll go through. Now these are about airports and flights and taking flights and things that come up in connection with it. So there'd be a lot of words in here that you would use if you were going to an airport to, let's say, take a flight someplace.
my routine.
Right.
Because I'm waiting for a motorcycle. There is no motorcycle.
Right. No bus, no motorcycle, no Song Tao, no tuk-tuk, nothing. I had to walk the whole way. That's my excuse. It's very lame, but it's my excuse.
What do you call Song Tao in English?
What do you call Song Tao in English? An old, beat up, run down truck. That's what we call a Song Tao. Right, a truck.
Song Tao is mean too low. Too low.
Is that what it means?
Yes.
Yeah, to me it's an old truck. Yeah, right. It's not very clean. Okay, this is a sentence that has words in a situation which you've probably been through if you've taken an airplane at any time. You've gone to the airport and this would be the situation that you might face, and all in English, of course. So that these are words that if you're going to an airport and in certain English-speaking places, this is the type of situation you would run into. My flight was delayed for 2 hours. Ooh. I was afraid the delay might cause me to miss my connecting flight to Hong Kong. Finally, a new departure time was set. I soon passed through security, went to the departure gate, boarded the plane, and walked down the aisle to my seat. So you can see this all going on in your mind as to what you're doing in this type of situation. The pilot soon came on the intercom and apologized for the delay and said the plane was ready for takeoff. So this is a situation that you could easily run into as somebody flying, let's say, to Hong Kong or Sydney, Australia, or anywhere really. You go to the airport and this type of situation could occur. My flight was delayed for 2 hours. I was afraid the delay might cause me to miss my connecting flight to Hong Kong. Finally, a new departure time was set. I soon passed through security, went to the departure gate, boarded the plane, and walked down the aisle to my seat. The pilot soon came on the intercom, good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and apologized for the delay. And said the plane was ready to take off. Okay, go ahead.
My flight was delayed for 2 nights. I was afraid the delay might cause me to miss my connecting flight to Hong Kong. Finally, a new departure time was set. I soon passed through security, went to the departure gate, boarded the plane, and walked down the aisle to my seat. The pilot soon came on the intercom and apologized for the delay and said the plane was ready for takeoff.
Right, very good. I soon passed through security, went to the departure gate, boarded the plane, and walked down the aisle to my seat. The pilot soon came on the intercom and apologized for the delay and said the plane was ready for takeoff. Okay, the pilot soon came on the intercom. Okay.
My flight was delayed for 2 hours. I was afraid the delay might cause me to miss my connecting flight to Hong Kong. Finally, a new departure time was set. I soon passed through security, went to the departure gate, boarded the plane, and walked down the aisle to my seat. The pilot soon came on the intercom and apologized for the delay and said the plane was ready for takeoff.
Right, very good. The plane was ready for takeoff. My flight was delayed for 2 hours. I was afraid the delay might cause me to miss my connecting flight